All right, Monday Night Football. Again, what a triple header on ESPN. Baseball, and then the red hot Chiefs. Hard to go against the Chiefs and the Rams right now, and hard to play a Chiefs and a Rams game under. The gift that keeps on giving. Denver money, though. Chiefs down to 3.5, 54.5 the total. For what it's worth, the Chiefs have beat Denver 5 in a row. And it's the second start. Remember, Mahomes started week 17 in Denver and beat Paxton Lynch, so they've already had a look at him. And he's been sensational. 13 touchdowns, no interceptions, 13 touchdowns to 9 different receivers. Can Denver slow down this juggernaut averaging 39 points per game?
Well, I mean, the Broncos are 2-0 at home straight up, although the next point spread that Denver covers this season will be the first point spread that Denver covers this season. They're 0-2-1 against the spread, despite that 2-0 straight up mark at home in comparison to KC, who's won every game and covered every game so far. You talked about the one-sided series where KC, I mean, they've pretty well dominated Denver in every recent meeting. 5-0 straight up, 5-0 against the spread dating back to 2015. We haven't seen an under in this series since 2014, 5 overs and a push in the last 6 tries. And it is the first time, however, that we're seeing a team that's going to get their second look at Patrick Mahomes, because as you mentioned, they faced him at the end of the season last year. Of course, when you read the quote from Broncos head coach Vance Joseph, doesn't sound like he's too confident in being able to shut down this paradigm-shifting Kansas City offense. Joseph, quote, "It's really difficult to get ready for a team like this, along with trying to find the matchups, first of all, and then match the matchups. That makes it hard facing this offense." Because when you're talking about Mahomes and that Chiefs offense, it's not just one guy. It's not just two guys. A league high 39.5 points a game so far this season. And, I mean, when you have a group like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce and Sammy Watkins and Kareem Hunt, that's 4 big-time playmakers for any defense to be able to solve. It's one thing trying to stop one guy or 2 guys or 3 guys. KC's got 4. And as you mentioned, he's hit 9 different receivers for touchdowns. It is a deep and potent offense that even Von Miller is worried about facing tonight.
Yep. And he said he could tell that Mahomes was the future when they faced him in week 17 last year. Vance Joseph, it's difficult to get ready for a team like this, along with trying to find the matchups first of all, and then get the matchups you want, and makes it harder facing this offense. Don't forget, Andy Reid has been the nuts in divisional games, straight up in ATS. He's owned this division. He's crushed it since he came over as head coach of the Chiefs. And then he got the Broncos, who I think they'll be able to move the ball. This Football Outsiders said this is the worst defense in the league, and it was the worst defense in the league last year, and they were terrible against the run as well. And Football Outsiders has them near the bottom, stopping the run too, so expect a big dose of Freeman and Lindsey. And if Keenum doesn't turn it over, rest assured they'll move the ball tonight.
Sure. And I mean, Lindsey has been the duo with Freeman and Lindsey have been real good for Denver. 350 yards on the ground so far this season. They've been able to move the chains with their running game. And of course, this is the first time that anybody is going to see Patrick Mahomes in this Chiefs offense for the second, or Mahomes in particular, for the second time after Denver faced Mahomes last year in week 17. Although it is worth noting that the quotes from Andy Reid are like, yeah, well, we didn't really have our whole playbook in then. We have it in now. Mahomes quote, "We're really deep at every single position, knowing that I have those weapons. Whenever someone has to get a break, we say, if you're tired, get a break, because I know that I could trust the next guy coming in that he'll make a play." Look, from a value perspective, there's not a ton of value on KC anymore. They've been the team in the NFL that's attracted the most public betting attention. But at the same time, I still continue to think that the Chiefs are better than the Broncos. And I certainly continue to think that Andy Reid is a coach I want my money on a lot more than Vance Joseph in these divisional matchup games. There is sharp money coming in on the home underdog. There is sharp money coming in on the under in this ball game. I will not be involved with the sharp money tonight. If I'm on tonight's game, it'll be the square side KC or the over in this one.
Yeah, big stretch coming up for KC. Then they have Jacksonville at home, and they go to New England. And remember, someone told me I think they said low 60s. Remember that Monday night game and coming up, the Chiefs play the Rams. That total in November is going to be sky high. They're betting the the home dog on at home, which has been going into this week was 10-3 so far. They're playing that angle as well. And I'll go to the well again. No defensive or special teams touchdown. No, minus $2. I don't see a lot of punts in this game. I don't see a Kansas City team that's going to force some turnovers or get a pick six. And the kickoffs are going to go right through the end zone every time as well. Just don't kick the hill. I'll play $2 in that one.
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.